I found the most profound moments of the aha moments, the learning moments came when I wasn't in the office,
Mm,
Mm,
when I got away. And so I early on sought out places where I could go and spend time with other people doing something either similar to what I was doing or at a level that I was doing it, where I could throw out the things I'm thinking about, hear about what they're struggling with, and just learn and apply myself. Also go to classes and lessons and things that will just like brush up my skills. But it was
mm,
in those moments, often the nuggets I would take away. I mean, the whole week would be wonderful, or the whole experience would be wonderful, or the whole day would be wonderful. But when I walked away, it was a conversation I had with someone. It was an
mhm.
idea that was generated, but
mhm.
it happened because I stepped away. And
Yeah.
so early on in my career, I just defined for myself that I had to take time away from the business to work on the business.
Mm,
That the best ideas I would ever get were not going to happen sitting at that desk.
mhm.
And then if I just sat there, I would just keep doing what we were doing. I would not step out of my comfort zone. And so I would seek that out. But I found that peer groups uniquely, because they're all CEOs, they're all leaders, they're all, presidents, owners, whatever, but leading their organization, they don't really have anybody. They have maybe a board above them, but below them, everyone's reporting to them, and so you really just you can't talk to your peer in the next room, because that person works for you and
Yeah.
reports to you, and you evaluate them annually, and so there's reasons why you need a space that's safe to figure things out. And so when I got to Habitat and I didn't have that, I was like, I need to find something and I need an intentional space. I called it my business Sabbath. So it was my day
Mhm.
a
Mm,
month where I got out of the business to work on the business. I went away. The team knew that I was offline that day, and I
Yeah.
was, I was, the way I expressed it to them is I'm going to work on myself, improving myself as a leader.
mhm.
I get my best ideas when I'm not sitting in the office. And so
Yeah.
I'm going to carve this out from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I just ask you to respect that time. You can only interrupt if it's an emergency. And then we had to define what an emergency was.
Yeah, yeah.
But that to me has been so incredible. But the cool thing I learned about peer groups going into this space and not being in peer groups that were just people in my industry, because I think so often I hear it a lot in tech. Well, I need to be around other tech people.
Mhm.
But most of the issues I see the
Mhm.
companies having, they think it's a money issue.
Mm.
They think it's a sales issue. I mean, sometimes it is. They need better sales training, they need better systems, whatever. But a lot of times it's a people issue. It's the
Mm.
Mhm.
people, it's the way they're running it, and they don't see it. And
Mm.
unless they can, and so getting in a group with other CEOs who are not in the same industry you're in.
Mhm.
I always say it's like taking your watch off and telling you what time it is in a different language and then handing it back to you. It's like
Mm,
they literally can give you a solution that they in their industry have figured out
Mhm.
that you in your industry haven't even dealt with yet,
Yeah.
and so they're like, "No, we're light years ahead of you on this. This is how we do
mhm.
XYZ." And you're like, I think I could actually apply that." And so
Yeah.
that cross learning
Mhm.
of the CEOs of what's working in different industries, I think also just elevates the whole group.